Utah's most accurate forecast with Thomas Geboy. Weather rates certified 11 years in a row.
Good afternoon, Utah. Happy Thursday, or as we like to call it around here, happy Friday Eve. We're still keeping a very close eye on all of our waterways. We still have multiple flood watches, warnings, and advisories in place. And not only do we have it in northern Utah, but we have alerts in eastern Utah and then down in southern Utah as well. So it's a lot to go over. So we'll go over all the alerts that we currently have. We have active flood warnings. And remember, a flood warning tells you that either flooding is occurring now or it is expected. These include the Bear River below the Woodruff Narrows, the Sevier River near Hatch, the South Fork of the Ogden River near Huntsville, and the Strawberry River as it enters the Strawberry Reservoir. For the flood watch, remember, that means that flooding is a possibility. This includes Daniels Creek on US 40 impacting areas along the Wasatch Back, the Uintas, the Wasatch Plateau, and Book Cliffs. Also the Little Bear River, and that includes the Hiram Reservoir and near Paradise, and the Weber River near Plain City. The latest addition to the flood advisories, which means either minor floodings occurring currently, or we could see that waterway move into minor flood stage, includes the Green River near Jensen, but the flood advisories for the Bear River near Karen continue, the Blacksmith Fork near the Hiram Reservoir, the Dolores and the Colorado Rivers near the San Miguel and near Cisco, and Thistle Creek between Birdseye and Thistle Junction. So it's a lot to keep track of, and if you're near any of those waterways, just remember, they're running high, fast, cold, and dangerous, and that's for most of our waterways as well. So for those swollen waterways, just make sure that you're keeping your distance because you do not want to be swept up in those waters. When it comes to our snowpack, we have melted roughly 2/3 of it. So remember, we peaked at 30 inches snow water equivalent across the state. Right now, we're sitting just above 10 inches at 11. So that snowpack continues to go down. But what that tells you is that we still have a good amount of water that needs to come down from that snow melt. So those flooding concerns likely going to persist as we go throughout the next few weeks. And speaking of snow, there's still plenty of it up at Bryan Head. This is an incredible view as those cumulus clouds are building off in the distance. Temperature-wise, most of us are sitting in the 60s and 70s at this point. Park City lagging behind a little bit. Right now sitting at 51 degrees, but during the heart of the afternoon, most of us will see daytime highs similar compared to what we saw yesterday and similar compared to what we saw yesterday afternoon. As mentioned, those cumulus clouds are beginning to build, and as you look past the Oakers from Utah Lake, you can see those showers and thunderstorms really getting going, especially over the high country. So if you have any plans this afternoon and this evening, just make sure that you're keeping tabs on the weather just in case. On the satellite and radar, most of those showers and thunderstorms, again, developing in eastern Utah, southern Utah, and seeing more showers and storms developing over the Wasatch and for the western Uintas. But as we get that daytime heating and energy coming in from the north with that low pressure that we talked about over recent days, that's going to be the catalyst for those showers and thunderstorms. Now, high pressure is going to try to build in here as we go into our Friday and this weekend, and that'll kind of calm things down slightly, but we won't be able to completely eliminate the chance for wet weather as there's still going to be some residual moisture, and with the warmth, that's going to result in more instability, bringing us the chance for showers and thunderstorms. So as we go through the future casts here, as we go from this afternoon into this evening, showers and thunderstorms. Not everyone finds wet weather, but that chance does exist no matter where you are across the state. Not expecting severe weather, but a few strong storms can't be completely ruled out. Notice what happens as we get past sundown and go through the overnight. Things calm down in a big way. Look to start our Friday mostly on the dry side. Then Friday is going to look similar to today. We just likely won't see as much in the way of showers and thunderstorms, as wet weather will mainly favor the high terrain in northern Utah and will favor southern Utah as well. So a pretty good chance for those scattered showers and thunderstorms as we go through today. Then it's just a slight chance in northern Utah Friday into Saturday where that wet weather potential could actually pick back up as we turn the page into early next week. Daytime highs, as mentioned, mainly going to be ranging in the 70s and 80s across the state. If you're in the Wasatch Back, daytime highs mainly going to be in the 60s and 70s, while St. George gets to a high of 93 degrees. And really in St. George, you're not going to see many changes with your weather with daytime highs over the next several days. Low to mid 90s, overnight lows generally in the low to mid 60s. Isolated showers and thunderstorms for today. Just a slight chance on Friday. We could see that chance ramp up just a little bit on Saturday, but it's just more wash, rinse, and then repeat even as we round out the weekend and move into early next week. Then on the Wasatch Front, scattered showers and thunderstorms for today. A slight chance on Friday. I'm thinking Saturday and Sunday looks mostly dry, but we can't rule out maybe a 10% chance for both days. And with drier conditions, we could see the upper 80s by Sunday. Then it's isolated to scattered showers and thunderstorms Monday and Tuesday of next week as highs continue in the 80s with overnight lows by that point, mainly in the low 60s. Brian, Jillian.